Hello and welcome to Man on FM with me, Dan. Today's video, we will be simulating a player's career, and that player today will be the Liverpool's midfielder and wonder kid, Harvey Elliott. So if you're not sure how this works, I will simulate to the end of this season, and then from there it's every 3 seasons to see where they are, how they do during the season, and if they transfer to other clubs, if they do terrible and get released on a free, that kind of thing. So, as I said, I'm going to skip now to the end of this season and see where Harvey Elliott played. It'd be interesting to see if he's played much for Liverpool on this game in the very first season, but we're going to find out right now. Here we are at the end of the season, and Harvey Elliott is injured. He's got sprained ankle ligaments and he's going to be out 3 to 2 weeks. He's 19 years old now, and his contract says he's getting £20,000 a week until 2026, and he's a breakthrough prospect. So from what I gather, he won't be playing many games for a couple of years. It all depends on injuries and other aspects of the Liverpool squad. But let's just see how he's done in the history of this season. So he's had 6 appearances in the Premier League, 1 goal and 1 assist, with a 6.86 rating. For a 19-year-old who, in that Liverpool squad, to get 6 appearances at Liverpool is not too shabby. I'll have a proper look at his reports right now. So he started 3 games for Liverpool in the Premier League, and then 3 off the bench. He had 1 game in the FA Cup, 1 game in the Carabao Cup, and 4 appearances off the bench in the Champions League, but no average rating, so that might have been like a 90th minute appearance 4 times. But he's not got over the 7-point rating, which is concerning, but he doesn't get that many opportunities, so who knows. So he's done 176 passes this season, as you can see here, and 162 of them succeeded with a 92% success rate. 13 shots and 7 on target with a 54% accuracy, and 7 tackles out of 7, which is not bad. So obviously he hasn't played many games, but has he played any non-league? Yeah, so he's been mostly playing in the under-23s. 32 appearances with 5 off the bench, 9 goals, 1 penalty, 9 assists, 3 player of the matches with a 7.21. So he's been better for the under-23s than he has for the starting 11. I had an inkling this would be the case this season, but it'll be more interesting now when I skip 3 seasons to see how well, if he has broke into the first team, and if he'll be happy enough to just play the odd appearance here and there. I don't think he will. He's not that kind of player, but we're only going to find out if I skip, and that is what I'm going to do right now. We are at the 8th of June 2025. And as I predicted, Harvey Elliott did not want to stay at Liverpool as a bit part player. He is, as you can see here, at Young Boys. And it must be a loan because his contract expires in 22 days. They're paying $18,000 a week during his loan here. And they're classing him as a star player. And that is what he needs. He needs a lot of games for his development as a 22-year-old. So I'm going to check his history right now. Where did they play him at Liverpool in the last 2 seasons? Hardly ever played 1 game in the second season between 2022 and 2023. Only 1 game, and that was off the bench from down below here. 1 game in the Cup, 34 non-league appearances again with 11 off the bench and 11 goals there. And then the following season in 2023, he only played 2 games. And they were both off the bench as well. I don't know who Liverpool have signed in this time, and I'm not going to check on this video, but it's pushed Harvey Elliott further down the pecking order, as it seems. So he's gone on loan to Young Boys this season, played 24 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, with a 7.49 rating. And that is a good record. He's been tearing up the Swiss league. I want to check his contract right now. So they're paying £160,000 monthly fee and a £300,000 unused monthly fee. Well, he's definitely been used enough. Oh, it has an optional future fee of £20 million. He could be recalled. He trains with the club. Loan cannot be terminated. It doesn't look like he's going to be staying at Young Boys. Maybe they don't have 20 million hanging around. He's definitely impressed them with a 7.4 rating. Where have they been playing him? I still can't check where they've been playing him, but although, didn't it say in his contract? Yeah, preferred position. So mostly as a right winger. Let's just check the reports. So obviously I don't have the Swiss League open, so we already know he's been playing 24 games in the league. But on here, 4 games in the Champions League, and then they must have gone down to the Europa League and played 2 games there with 1 assist. Although they're playing Euro Cup 2 as well. I don't understand this. I don't know how this has worked. But he's played 7 games in the Euro Cup, in the Conference League Cup, is it called? And 4 goals there and 3 assists there, with a 7.57 rating and a 7.2 rating in both of these cups. That's good ratings. So as a whole over the season, he's got a 7.2 rating. He's done 458 passes with 401, 88% succeeded. Done 15 tackles with 12 won and 3 lost. So 80% success rate in tackling. 24 shots and 8 on target. 16 missed, but he's still young. He can still develop on those skills. Did he get any milestones? He got a milestone last season for winning the Under-23s Premier League Cup winners. But from there, we don't know. I won't know if Young Boys won. I can quickly check right now. Let's just check the Super League. Yeah, they won the league. So Harvey Elliott has got a trophy for Young Boys. It just won't show up because I don't have the league selected in this game. So he's going back to Liverpool in 22 days, potentially. And now I'm going to skip 3 seasons and we're going to find out if he's still a Liverpool player or is he just going to cut his losses and move on to further his development. We'll find out very shortly. The date is 11th of June 2028 and Harvey Elliott is now a 25-year-old and he's definitely not a Liverpool player. It's telling me right here he's contracted to Leipzig. Leipzig are now paying him £46,000 per week until 2030 and he's a squad player. At least he's been a squad player for this team and not a breakthrough star. He's valued at £26 to £77 million and I never spoke about his attributes before, but for a 25-year-old he's coming up to his prime nearly, and his dribbling, his first touch, his technique, his vision and his physical attributes are very good for a guy his age. How well has he done in the Bundesliga? We will find out right now when I click history. So straight after Young Boys, he joined Leipzig for 32.5 million. And in his first season, he had 29 appearances, 7 goals, 4 assists, and 3 player of the matches with a 7.14 rating. In 2026 to 27, he had again 29 appearances, 5 goals this time, 4 assists, and 2 player of the matches with a 7.15, very consistent from the first season with Leipzig. And this current season, he's only had 17 appearances, 5 goals again, 1 assist this time, with no player of the matches, and a 6.90 rating. So he's gone down a little bit, but that might be due to injuries. Who knows? Let's check his history in injuries, actually. So possibly this season. He's had 3 months out with shin splints. So yeah, that might have deterred his... That was a major injury. Out for 3 months. So yeah, that could have affected this season. Where have they been playing him? They've been playing him as a right winger, which I feel like would be his best position. No wonder he was never getting a game at Liverpool because that is Salah's position. But right here, yeah, he's played 15 games as a right winger and 4 games as a central midfielder. Let's check out the reports. So he's played 2 games in the Cups. Only 6 starts though for the Bundesliga and 11 off the bench, but still got 5 goals though, so not too bad. But that injury, that 3-month layoff injury, must have done some damage to him. And as I saw earlier, it looked as if someone was interested in him. Yep. It looks as if he might be returning to the Premier League. Everton and Newcastle have put a bid in. Everton have put 30 million plus. We don't know what the incentives are. And Newcastle have put 39.5 million bid in. And even Man City are interested in him. So who knows? Or we will know when I skip in the next 3 seasons, we'll know which club he picked. So, or he may have stayed. Who knows? So yeah, not a bad 3 seasons at Bundesliga. But it looks like his return to the Premier League, it'll be a very interesting one. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And I have forgotten something. I just realised I never checked his milestones. Let's check his milestones for the last 3 seasons. So he was bought in 2025. In 2026, he was named the best 11. 2027, they won the Bundesliga. Wow. And he was also in the best 11 and overall best 11. And then this season, won the best 11 as well. Wow, Bundesliga champions. That's amazing. No wonder they're after him this season. So yeah, I am now going to skip to 2031 and we'll find out if he's returned to the Premier League or he's trying to win another Bundesliga. But we will find out right now. Well, this was a shock. I never expected this. Harvey Elliott has joined Everton. He's getting £115,000 a week until 2033. So he's got another 2 seasons with Everton. And he's still a squad player. 28 years old, he's definitely in his prime now. He's definitely an attacking right winger. His stats seem very similar to before, although crossing might be a little bit better now. Yeah, I always thought he was a Liverpool fan. I'm going to check the editor. I'm going to do a little cheaty thing here. I'm going to check. So, personal details. Favourite clubs. Yeah, he's a Liverpool supporter. Yikes. And he's gone to Everton. He's gone to the Merseyside rivals. How well did that go down, I wonder? And it depends on how much they spent on him as well. Let's find out. So let's check his history for the last 3 seasons. He joined Everton for 60 million. Wow. 60 million for an ex-Liverpool player. I don't know how the fans would have felt about that one. But he played 27 games. 5 goals, 6 assists, 1 player of the match. With a 7.0 rating. Not bad for a first season, I suppose, back in the Premier League. The second season with Everton in 2029. 23 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, with a 6.89 rating. And then this current season, 19 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists, with a 6.92 rating. Pretty average ratings. Actually, not that great. I thought he'd be doing a lot better at this time of his career. I don't want to say it's the team, but possibly. Who knows? So let's check his development. Yeah, he's mostly played as a right winger. What we all suspected. 24 games there, 4 goals, 4 assists. 1 game as a midfielder, central midfielder, and 1 game as an attacking midfielder. And let's just quickly check the reports here. I'll go through a little bit, but please, if you love this kind of stuff, just please pause it and check for yourself. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it looks as if Everton were in the Champions League, which I'm quite impressed by, and came off the bench 6 times in the Champions League. 1 goal, 2 assists. That's pretty good. 8 starts in the Premier League, 11 off the bench, 3 goals with 2 assists. 2 games in the FA Cup. Came off the bench on 1 game for the Carabao Cup, and they were in the Community Shield as well. I want to know how well he's done in these last 3 seasons in terms of milestones. Let's have a look. So Everton won the FA Cup and then won the Community Shield. Everton are doing really well at the moment. I don't want to seem too surprised, but in 2031, but Everton have shocked me, to be fair. Has he had any injuries? Only a couple of injuries since the shin splints. Nothing too major. Fractured wrist, but that won't affect his kicking ability. But he's still out for 3 weeks. I just want to quickly check Everton. I'm really intrigued now. Wait, wow. They got Thomas Tuchel as a manager. This is supposed to be about Harvey Elliott, but I want to check when did he leave? What happened to him at Chelsea? So he left Chelsea in 2028, but he won the Premier League in 2028 with Chelsea, and then left as a manager to go to Everton. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you leave a Premier League team that's just won the league to go to another Premier League team that have not won the league in God knows how many years now, in 2031? I have a feeling there's a new board at Everton and more money. Maybe they've had a takeover. That would be the only explanation to leave a team for a lesser job. Anyway, back to Harvey Elliott. That was really intriguing though. So it says here he's wanted. Who's he wanted by? He's now wanted by Man United. Oh, for a Liverpool supporter, knowing that their former player has gone to their rivals in Merseyside and now potentially going to Man United, it must be heartbreaking. But I suppose we're going to find out now when I skip another 3 years to 2034. Let's see where this goes now. This is crazy. Catch you in a second. What a crazy career this is turning out to be. So as we saw in the last video, he was heavily linked with Manchester United, but it looks as if he's gone to Leicester City. He's now earning £66,000 per week till 2036. He's still a squad player. He's happy to be a squad player in every team he's been in. I haven't looked at his attributes in a while, and they seem to still be up there in terms of being a good player. Still got the passing, still got the technique. His work rate was never that too high, I don't think. I think the vision was always 16. His physicals I don't know, they might have gone down a little bit now. And his crossings between 15 and 17, it was 16 last time if I recall. So about similar. So he's got the technicals and mentals still. His physicals might have gone down a little bit though. So let's check his history over the last 3 seasons. Oh, okay, so he stayed at Everton. He stayed at Everton and played 12 games in 2032 and only scored 1 goal. No assists, no play of the matches with a 6.90 rating. Then in his last season with Everton, he only played 7 games with 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 play of the matches with a 6.93. If from what I saw earlier with possibly a takeover, they might have just pushed him out of the team. Or he's just simply not good enough for the Premier League at this rate. He went to Leicester this season for 19.25 million and made 7 appearances, 0 goals, 0 assists and 0 play of the matches with a 6.83 this time, so even less than his worst season with Everton. I don't know what to say. Is this his level? He's not going to be a star as we all hoped. It depends on the managers who he's been with, I suppose, and the teams he's been with. However, Everton did win an FA Cup, so he's not done too shabby in terms of getting trophies. He's won a trophy with everyone. He's won one with Young Boys, he's won one with Leipzig, and he's won an FA Cup with Everton. So he's still winning trophies with each team. So let's check his milestones. So yeah, he's just been bought by Leicester. I don't know how well Leicester have done. I could quickly check right here. So yeah, Leicester on quite a slump now in the last couple of seasons. Has he had any injuries in the last 2 seasons? So in 2033 he had a slipped disc. He was out for 7 weeks. Apart from that, it's just a bruised foot and a bruised knee, so not too badly. He got a slipped disc by lifting weights. So it wasn't even on the pitch. So where have they been playing him? Okay, it's a little bit different now. Now he's getting older. So they don't know where to play him technically. So as a midfielder right, he's played 5 games. As 5 games as a right winger where he's normally been playing, and then 2 games as a left midfielder. So he's a bit all over the place. And when you look at his profile, he can play multiple positions. It's not entirely strange, but I think he'd rather be in a consistent spot playing. Who knows where this career is going to go next in the next 3 seasons. I'm assuming he'll be winding down in the next 3 years. And when I say winding down, he might even be going down the leagues at this point. but there's only one way we're going to find out, is by you holding on for 5 seconds as I skip. Catch you in a second. We are now in 2037, and Harvey Elliott has gone to yet another club after 3 years. He is now at Schalke. He's only getting £26,000 per week, and he's a regular starter though. He's returned back to Bundesliga, and he's got 2 years left on his contract. He's 34 years old now, and I can't really see his stats for some reason. I'm going to quickly just sneakily look at the editor just to check properly. So his crossing's gone down to 14, his vision's now 15, his passing's 15, and his physicals have gone really low now. They're in early teens to literally, they're just in early teens now. So he's definitely winding down his career by the looks of it. But let's see how he's done in the last 3 seasons. So he did stay at Leicester for another 2 seasons till the end of his contract. He played 12 games in his second season with Leicester. Again, no goals, but 2 assists with a 6.78 rating. Then in 2035, he only played 6 games, and then literally nothing, no goals or assists, with a 6.7, which is really bad. But he's now with Schalke on a free. 26 appearances back in the Bundesliga, 4 goals, 3 assists, and 3 player of the matches with just under a 7 average rating. Where have Schalke been playing him? It doesn't tell me. So let's just check the Bundesliga 2. So he's not even in the Bundesliga, he's in Bundesliga 2 now. It is a lower division. But he's had 22 starts with 4 off the bench and played 1 game in the Cup. Let's check his milestones. So he's with Leicester, he won nothing with Leicester. He was just released on a free and then signed with Schalke. That's all they're showing us. Didn't he win any awards with Leicester? He won 1 award with Leicester in 2035 as their seasonal best 11, and he was in Schalke's best 11. So at 34 years old, he's got 2 more seasons, but I just saw on the overview it's saying he's got staff attributes. So it looks like this definitely will be his last contract with a club as a player. So he wants to be a coach or an assistant manager once he retires. And I reckon that will be in the next part, possibly. So I'm going to skip now until he's 37 years old, and he's going to be retired, I assume, at 37, maybe even 36. I think he might retire in the next 2 years. So in the next video, I assume he'll be a coach or an assistant manager. But we might as well quickly go over and check. As I thought, Harvey Elliott has retired and he's now a coach in 2040. He's got his National C licence and he's barely a coach. It looks like he's only just started his coaching credentials. So let's just quickly check his history. He did play his final 2 seasons with Schalke in Bundesliga 2. So in 2037, he played 33 games, 4 goals, 8 assists with 4 player of the matches with a 6.97 rating. Very similar to his first season with them, but more assists. And in his final game as a professional footballer, he only made 14 appearances with 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 player of the matches with a 6.59 rating. And I can't check where they played him or anything like that. Did Schalke win anything? No, he was just in the best 11 for the previous 2 seasons. So overall in his career, I never even noticed that. So in 2023, he won the FA Cup with Liverpool and the Carabao Cup. They won a double in 2023. In 2022, they became the Champions League runner-up as well. We know for a fact he won the league with Young Boys, and in Leipzig, they won the Bundesliga. So he's won 2 leagues and 3 or 4 cups. So for a career, it's not too bad. He's won a couple of trophies. At the end of the day, as a wonder kid as people think he is, the career went wild. This career went wild. I was not expecting some of the clubs he went to, especially Everton. But this is the joy of Football Manager. Anything can happen, as you can see here today. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like me to simulate a certain player's career, pop a comment below with your suggestions. Remember to hit the like button, share it with a friend, and click on the sub too if you'd like to see more of this content. It would be hugely grateful. Catch you later.